It's a pit weenie mix, by the way. It's a weird
cute.
dog. But
You gotta post pics on the Twitter.
I got you. I'll do that for you. But no, the main deal is it's the Bryn play. I see we're gonna get Taros, but Doggo's axe is top notch. It's one of the best axes I've seen, and that's one of the weapons I play. I feel like Doggo is so calculated with that weapon. It's just a joy to watch. Just bruising people, staying on top of them. I love it. It's just exciting to me.
Yeah, well, you know, Doggo's also after my heart right now. I'm seeing 3 Taroses, so I cannot help but feel like it's all completely for me because I love me some Taros. We've got the double Taros team on the blue team, and then we've got the Taros and Jae-Yun combination for the red team. So there's going to be a lot of hard-hitting action coming in just a little bit as we get into Game 1 of the Winners Final for Australia for the World Championship.
I'm loving the Groagach skin. That is the skin that I run when I play Taros. We have a bunch of resident slappers on this screen right now. This is going to be some high damage gameplay.
Yeah, honestly, Taros skin game on point right now. Missing the Rift Dweller, but you know what? You got the Wreck the Halls, you got the Groagach like you said, and then Jae-Yun actually repping that Hanbok. Also really good skin game for the Jae-Yun.
Oh yeah, that skin is too nice. I like how he's got the mask covering up. But right now we have the bottom floor covered with that greatsword. He is swinging, trying to take over and get some good damage here. Groagach on the side, fighting for his life. The hammer. Oh my goodness!
What a weapon toss from Bailey. Already taking the first stock. 30 seconds into this one. Top of the map though, Goddess was going for that Sky knockout with that greatsword recovery, but just couldn't quite find the hit.
Yeah, could not find the hit. Right now, ooh, that is going to be dangerous right there. Good snatch with the neutral sig. Throws him right off the side of the map. We're seeing some dominant play here, trying to get this stock evened up after getting destroyed on the side right there.
Yeah, they really want to finish off these stocks of these Taroses, but these Taroses are surviving. I didn't quite catch the stats. I believe both of the blue team Taroses are going into the anti-dex stat, but the down sig is going to come out, take out Goddess, and it's still Doggo sitting on that first stock. Only one still holding on to that first stock.
That's correct. Doggo, the one and only, coming through with that beautiful hammer skin. Nice side air, good to go. And a side air right back action sends you off the map. They've got to get that life off. Look at that. It's almost maroon. It's very deep red. Need to go and clean that up and stop focusing on the other player at this point.
Ooh, good spot dodge from Doggo. I don't know if that ground pound would have connected, but Doggo going for the safe option and just clean spot dodging. Shadoww going to fall on the left side to the side air from Bailey, and Doggo, again, still holding on to this first stock. Finally, the stomp side air will take it out.
Yeah, that stock, that was a very bad look for Bailey to lose that stock so early. And now we're just in a deficit. Jae-Yun hurt really bad. Okay, double
spraying there.
Jump light.
Oh, middle of the map though.
You want to get out of there. Oh. Out of there. Out of there. What are you doing, Bailey? Oh, goodness.
Shadoww gets caught on the right side by the ground pound from Doggo, and now it's all left to Goddess against the 4 stocks. Oh man, this is looking rough.
You think we're going into Game 2, or are we about to see the greatest comeback in Brawlhalla history?
I mean, this would be a miracle comeback. Of course, Doggo is the one with that miracle on 4th Street skin, but like,
out of there.
I don't know. Bailey kind of helping out a little bit with those neutralites, though.
Oh yeah, just chasing them around, tacking on some damage here. Nice chase with this axe. This is just not the place you want to be. 2 Taroses hounding you. Like, how scary would that be in real life? Oh my goodness.
You'll love
what
to
a
see
beautiful gravity.
You hate to see it, but you love to see it.
Yeah, hate to see it, but you love to see it. I actually always like. You want to get out of there.
Out of there.
So
out
hard,
of there,
Bailey. Everybody hates Taros. Even I hate fighting against Taros, right? But I love using that character. It's just pure domination. That's what I feel like.
It's satisfying when you do well. But Game 1 in the bag for Doggo and Bailey, and we are about to get right on into game number 2. And Shadoww not going to make the swap. I was a little bit expecting it, considering how much work was put out from Doggo and Bailey onto Shadoww. But it looks like Shadow's going to be sticking with the Groagach coming into game number 2.
I feel like if you go back to that first stock and you say, hey, I'm not going to take this fight over here on this ledge versus this hammer. You take that away, and we have a whole different match on our hands. You know, that life getting snatched by the recovery of that hammer, that right there was a big key factor of how that match went. I think you take that away. So I don't think they needed to switch. I don't think Shadoww needed to switch.
All right. Well, we'll see. Because obviously Shadoww feeling confident with the Groagach. As we get right on into game number 2, going to be going over to Shipwreck Falls, another kind of short wall map. So again, those hammer recoveries, those Taros neutral signature is going to be very devastating on those walls.
Yeah, I like to call that the Taro special. You don't want to get caught out in the air, get gravity canceled, or get edge guarded by it. Right there, tried to catch him, and that, you know, even at low damage, that move will put you in such a terrible predicament if you get snatched by that. You've already used a jump or two.
Yeah, that can put you in a real scary spot. I do love the coverage coming out from Baileyyyy. Doggo was going for a little bit of a risky move with that neutral signature, and Baileyyyy was there beneath, trying to cover it, making it safe, and you're seeing it in the health bars as Doggo is the least damaged on the screen.
What a snap.
Stomp side air.
Can they? Oh, he missed the ground pound. That could have been the end of the stock.
Baileyyyy going real deep, though, on that left side. Little scoop up from Doggo, but it's going to be Goddess, who the blue team is hunting for right now. Side signature, and Shadow's already taken a lot of damage on the second stock.
Yeah, this is looking really bad at this moment. Maybe you were correct. Maybe we needed to switch. Side air is looking good. Got him out in the air. Oh, you're fighting against that hammer. Got out of there swift. It was going to be a bad look if he got snatched.
Yeah, but it's still not looking too great right now. Still taking a lot of damage. Shadoww has not been able to get any damage in return onto the blue team. Meanwhile, Goddess in the yellow right now. Shadow's the one in trouble on the left side. Goddess in position to save. Gonna put Shadoww high in the sky, and the side air will at least get a stock off the blue team.
Blasted. Goodness gracious. You got to take this stock right here. Right here, you have got to get this one. And nope, lets him back on the stage. Nothing doing.
Blue team. They're starting to feel real confident. You can see it in the way they're throwing out all these signatures. They're just like, we have health to play with.
Yeah, and you know, especially that down sig that he's throwing out, if you land that, it adds so much damage. You know, it's something to just play around with. It hits both sides. Why not, right?
Yeah, it's really solid. Covers a lot of different directions, but Shadoww is going to get the shutdown onto Baileyyyy. Meanwhile, Shadow's got to be careful. Sitting on that final stock, one more scoop up, and Shadoww could be gone.
I think Shadow's done right there. Yeah, the weapon toss is going to do it. That is the end of that one. We better see a swap next game. I'm with you on it now. All right, Jaehyun fighting for his life. I don't know what we can really get here. Throw more of that sig. If we're going to see Jaehyun in the next round, I would like to see more of that sig. It's hard to punish, covers a wide range, especially when you got scrambles going on in the mid-screen.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely comes out quick, which is really, really nice, but the tough spot is like SIGs as a whole are just risky, right? They have longer times. They have longer startup, longer recovery, longer active frames, so you are more punishable, but he's throwing out these side SIGs. Might actually get the stock off of Doggo.
Yeah, that pocket sand was very nice. Just side to side, left or right, get him out of there. But right now, fighting for his life. Oh, 2 hammers on the edge. Beautiful gravity cancel. Going to get a stock there. Just take no damage. Get some damage here and do not take any damage. You could be in a good spot.
All right.
Oh, nice. Another gravity cancel.
Goddess is fighting.
Tries it again. Goddess fighting really tough right now. Nice unarmed recovery.
Doggo's feeling real good, though. You saw the Keytar come out, starting to play some music, going in unarmed, the scoop up. Goddess running out of options here. Not a lot of health to play with. Another scoop up could be the knockout. Oh, snap.
Oh, okay. Wilding out a little bit there with the great sword. Dodge the weapon toss, but the side air unarmed is going to be it. Double time. Man, we got 2-0 on the board.
Shadoww really getting stuffed out on the Gruagog. I'm not sure what the swap will be, but it looks like Shadoww is going to be the one to pick up the Jaehyun for the team. Is Goddess going to be the one who's forced to make the swap, or are we going to see the double Jaehyun come out from this red team?
Yeah, that's a very good question, man. Definitely. Okay, double Jaehyun versus double Taros. I'm not actually mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it. I think they can cover a lot of ground that Taros wants to dominate ground level, and he can also play in the air, but he's very good on ground level. And Jaehyun with 2 great swords is going to be able to sweep that floor and make him take to the skies. I like this pick.
It's definitely an interesting one. One thing that's really critical for greatsword as a whole is to have a lot of runway. You need a lot of ground space to be able to get those long extended strings, and by having 2 great swords on your team, you are effectively cutting that space you can play with in half, because you're assuming your teammates also going to be using some of that runway. It's going to be risky. It's going to be interesting as we get right on into game number 3. Doggo and Baileyyyy 1 game away from getting into the grand finals for the Australian region.
That is correct. And right now, as this starts, I know we're just starting, but this greatsword is looking pretty good. They got the first weapon snatched from them. It didn't take too long for them to pick up for Baileyyyy and Doggo to get weapons, but they took a good bit of damage while trying to get there. And as I say that, Terrell's does so much damage, they evened it up quick and easy. Nice down 6, sends them off the map. Both of them are off the side. We got to get some edge guards here.
God is kind of popping off with the greatsword. It's going to be Doggo with the team kill to start this one off. Hits the down sig onto his teammate and Shadoww, putting some damage out.
You know, sometimes you just got to get that good old 3v1, you know what I mean?
Sometimes there's a third imposter. You can't help it. It happens. It's always unintentional, though. Side air from Doggo will even up the stock count.
Oh, no.
She can't touch.
Are you done? Oh,
Combo?
that was very, very unfortunate. Lost a stock to their own doing.
Yeah, but still, it's relatively even. In fact, I would argue it is slightly in favor of the red team, considering Bailey's health right now. Red team does need to maintain this position, though. They need to maintain this lead over the blue team.
And yeah, I like what they're doing. This is exactly what I was saying earlier. They are covering the ground space, making Baileyyyy and Doggo play in the air. They're taking control with double greatsword and just sweeping the rug.
Doggo with that recovery had to fight back onto the wall. Baileyyyy going to make the rotate to try to help Doggo get back up safely. Looks like blue team hunting a little bit for Shadoww. Shadoww the most damaged of the two red team members, and there's hammers in the hands of the blue team.
This is a movie we've seen before, Shadoww being the most damaged person on the board.
Oh.
Right now, going to get double seared. That was not Shadoww. Oh, my goodness. And now they are, we were talking about it was a pretty even game. They are not in favor any longer. That was swift work.
Yeah, this is what is kind of like the quintessential matchup for Teros is, right? You have these string-heavy weapons, and then you have Teros who just hits hard. They don't really care about those long extended strings. They just want to trade out.
Oh yeah, Teros will take a trade. It's not even an issue. Don't even come down there. You know you don't want to party with Teros on the edge with the hammer. Just let him back up safely.
The hammer off stage, you just don't want to contest it. A little bit of a team combo coming out onto Baileyyyy. Baileyyyy looking close to kill percent. It's the side signature that Pocket Sand could take out Doggo.
It's looking close, actually. As we were talking about how hard Teros hits, their life gauges are very red. They are in danger of a... Look at that. They are trying those recoveries. Those recoveries will take them out swiftly. Boom. One done.
It's only recoveries. Like, that's all they're going for.
That's all you need.
Oh, mix up with the
It's funny
side
to see this at the highest level, though, right? Like I play ranked, right? I'm not the highest level, and they try to do this to me. It's just nothing but recoveries to close out matches. And seeing it at the highest level makes me feel not so bad because it works out in their favor. Goddess and Shadoww able to get a game on the board.
It looks goofy at face value, right? You're like, oh, they're just throwing out these recoveries, but there's so much. There's this level of logic and nuance to it, right? Recovery for the greatsword. Big hitbox, plus they're not both doing it at the same time, so it's kind of like this alternating constant hitbox coming out from these J-Yuns. And now it's on the blue team to make that adjustment. They have lost a game. They're still one game away from earning that spot in the grand finals, but looks like they're going to make an adjustment against the double J-Yun. It's going to be the Bodvar swap from Baileyyyy.
And I do want to look back at those scores, the numbers that they put up. Even with, remember at the very beginning, the first stock that Goddess lost, they took their own stock, right?
Yep.
And they still ended up with 707 damage, while we've got Shadoww had 391. Just pick it up a little bit more. If Goddess is going to stay at that level of play, just pick it up a little bit more, Shadoww, and we got a run back. We can reverse 3-0 this set.
I don't even know if Shadoww needs to pick up damage as much as Shadoww needs to be extending a little bit more in the stock count. I mean, they did a really good job of that in the last game, but there were definitely times where we kind of called out Shadoww looking pretty damaged, looking pretty hurt. And I think if Shadoww can get those stock extensions and just be a little bit more present in the game, then they're going to be looking a lot stronger. As we get into game number 4, we've got the double J-Yun versus the Teros and Bodvar.
3, 2.
I like it. Bailey with the Bovar switch. I mean, double Taros, I don't feel like there was anything wrong with it, you know, but you can't go wrong with the face of the game. Bovar is another resonant slapper, and he's got the good old hammer on a stage with wide ledge. And you can party down there. The team combo on both players, that was a good look.
Yeah, that's a really nice start for this red team, able to lock up both blue team members inside that team combo. And again, they're back at it. This is one of the pitfalls of that double character pick, is that they do run into the same move DI quicker, but Doggo's already getting launched from the pocket sand.
Yeah, they were converting those kind of crazy. I mean, did you see how Goddess jumped back onto the map to help convert that that combo? That was so nice.
Not a single dropped follow-up coming out from the red team. Another pocket sand, and Bailey gonna fall. Looking a little bit rough for this blue team as the recovery connects. Blue team is behind in the stock count.
Pretty large also. Okay, so we got an edge guard down here.
Okay.
Nice there. Gonna go ahead and take that stock. Okay, are we gonna even the whole game up? Oh no, barely missed it.
Shadoww fighting for their life, able to get back up safely. Blue team really wanted that stock. You saw how badly Bailey was hunting for it, but Shadoww able to retain, keeping that lead for the red team.
They needed that stock bad. They still do. You know, they don't want to start taking a lot of damage here without getting that stock. And boom, the Sarah's going to do it. And now down on the side, they need to get some team damage rocking here pretty quickly. And teammates back on the board with the weapon. So that is out of the question.
Okay.
No, they got the team combo on both. Drops it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit out of practice on that one. Obviously, Bailey was warmed up on the Taros, so just wasn't quite ready for the follow-up. Nice pocket sand from Shadoww. Gonna spread this blue team, make it harder for them to go for those follow-ups.
Yeah, the pocket sand. Sha-sha. Nice. Stomps there. Good job there.
Stomp, cider.
Oh, my goodness. And we have watched them lose the lead after completely dominating to start this game. No, it's actually pretty even right now after that stock was taken.
Yeah, that was a really good job from Shadoww to get that stock and keep this one even. Oh, picks up the hit off the launch from Goddess, but unfortunately I think that kept Bailey alive and led to the knockout on Shadoww, and now it's looking like the blue team has the lead, but yep, that neutral signature is going to get the stock off of Bailey.
All right, and I like staying on the side right there. They didn't even want to come down and chase, really. Didn't really get any damage. But Bovar back in the building with the sword. Aerial chase game. Doesn't have another jump to go up for another neutral. Oh, no, you were getting your own medicine chased into the skies. That was a very good cancel with the great sword to get tack on some damage.
This red team doing a really good job of just collapsing onto one of the blue team members. You can see Doggo being a little bit nervous considering that they're the most damaged on the screen, but it's going to be Bailey who falls at the top of the map, and Doggo has to 1v2 to earn the spot in the grand finals.
Oh, man. Unarmed on the side of the stage. The most hurt person out, but we have the hammer from Taros. This can be done. Nice snatch of root, throw him into the skies. Another one. Took the recovery.
Break in
oh my goodness.
To an ice cream shop, get all them scoops, but Shadoww with the downlight recovery will take this one to game number 5. And now what is the blue team gonna do? They had a swap. They're like, oh, we know exactly what to do when we lose to a double JN, but it didn't work.
And then, I mean, you look at the numbers, it's not like they did bad with this swap. 5, 12, 3 stocks. I mean, it's not bad. Doggo only got 1 stock in this one, but was able to stay alive with the Taros defense. Took 606 damage. That's nothing to sneeze at. I don't quite know if they need to switch. I'm the guy that's saying hold your ground and play it again.
But Bailey not agreeing with that one. Instead, going to make a very unorthodox swap over to the Asuri. In particular, the reason why I say it's unorthodox is because, 1, I thought the hammer was doing real good in the matchup, and 2, it's not like Katars have anything special in the matchup. Generally speaking, you want something with range. Lance, bow are kind of the common options against Greatsword. Bailey is like, no, I'm going to go with the unorthodox. I'm more comfortable with the Mecha Asuri. As we get into game number 5, winner of this one, guaranteed top 2 finish for the World Championship for Australia.
And the Asuri unarmed was doing very well. I think this was a dexterity pick, right? You know, you get the Qatar. No, not the Qatars. I would say sword over Qatars versus that great sword. You can just get in there and get to swing in, and it's pretty hard for them to get something started. But the Qatars are still doing pretty well. Trap between both players was caught some good damage there. Asuri already barely touching red.
I want to see this blue team splitting up this red team more. One of the things that's working so well for them, oh wait, well, stomp side air. Shadoww on the right side. Baileyyyy not going to make the rotate for the knockout, instead just an on-stage side air. Left side, Doggo not able to hit the recovery, but doesn't need to. First stock goes the way of the blue team.
Yeah, scared them into death. That is what you do right there. You just hover around and make it where they waste all the resources and take the stock.
That's that mind game, Chris Angel.
Come on, man. Cut it out.
But first stock still retained by Doggo on the right side. Goddess trying to play this 1v1 against Baileyyyy, but just side-lighting their way closer and closer to the teammate because of that potential for those team combos.
And we've got Doggo sitting pretty nice here on that stock. Well, it gets snatched as soon as I say it, but it was sitting pretty. As long as Baileyyyy doesn't take too much damage, we're still sitting really good right now. The Katars, if we get a dunk on the side of the map, I'll lose my mind. That's what I want to see from these Katars.
That dunk is a game changer, as Sparky likes to call it. But the weapon toss going to be real good for this red team as the ground pound guarantees the stock. Doggo had the stomp, but didn't go for the follow-up. Side air will still connect, and that's going to keep this one close.
Yeah, not going for that follow-up was a very good look there. Had the teammate there to protect, but we got a lost stock. I don't even know what happened there. Fill me in.
She just didn't touch anything. Fell to her death. Maybe expected to land on that soft platform, but unfortunate, and that means this red team is behind.
Oh, that is not a good look. They were fighting back. This was almost in favor of a 3-0 reverse, but they are taking hefty damage here. Does the side sig and hits his teammate. Baileyyyy off the side here. This might be the end if he does. Ooh. Oh, okay, good job from Doggo. Not even going to allow them to chase. Cracks both of them. Sarah is good. Is that Shadoww down?
Yeah, that is Shadoww out of there. Goddess, last one left for this red team. Has to get the 3 stocks off of this blue team and doesn't even have health to play with. There it is, downlight recovery, and Baileyyyy and Doggo gonna guarantee themselves a top 2 finish for the World Championship.
Oh my goodness, the downlight recovery. That's the skip to my loot, man. That thing just looks so crisp, clean. You know who skip to my loot is, right?
I'm sorry.
Street ball and one.
What?
Street ball and one, skip to my loot. All right, never mind.
Those are words. I recognize that is English you're speaking.
Oh my gosh. I take it you're not a basketball fan, are we?
No, I'm not. If you wanted to talk about spherical objects, then the only one I can talk about is the orb in Brawlhalla.
The orb.